Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Claremont in Florida. Oh, interesting hairdo you get in the wind. Go outside with wet hair and this is what you come back with. Cool. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling start to your day. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here. It is like 62 degrees outside. I am like, yes! I absolutely love cooler temperatures, and after yesterday being somewhere in the 90s, I was sort of like, yeah. But today it's only supposed to be like low to mid 70s. So I'm like, yes! Love this. We had thunderstorms last night, a lot of rain, and it was heavy downpour rain. Sparkles was a rock. We had I pulled the awning in yesterday because of the wind, and Sparkles was a rocking and a rolling last night with the storms that were coming through. It was kind of cool. I was actually online with my writers group on Zoom last night, and I never once got an internet unstable signal, which I get quite often when I'm on Zoom calls at this particular location. But I never got one of those last night, and I was like, maybe the thunder and lightning is a good thing. It's transporting the signals better. Who knows? Anyway, on to your daily challenge. Good morning, Miss Kathy. How are you? Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling morning. Okay, so your what are we talking about? Challenges. Yes, challenges. Your challenges for today are, for mindset, it is about self-care. And self-care is ooh, nice. Sunny and 46 today. Excellent. Love it. That's in Toronto, if anybody's curious. Toronto, Canada. Let's see. Self-care. Self-care is our mindset of today. If you don't look after yourself, how can you look after others? How can you even begin to look after others? And I've learnt this the hard way. Trust me. I was a caregiver for my husband for 9 years, 8 months, and 3 days while he was going through his battle with cancer. And I got raked over the coals by fellow caregivers for not taking care of myself, for not taking time out for myself. And it is so important for your mentality because they basically, I see Doggy. Yes, there she is with one of her chew toys in her favorite spot, where she can keep an eye on it. She is the nosiest dog ever. She is up there, even with the curtain closed, she's now figured out how to get around the curtain. Anyway, so mindset, yes, mindset. So mindset with caregiving, because they kept telling me, and this is so important, it doesn't matter what role of caregiving you are in, if you are a parent, if you are caring for an elder relative, if you're caring for a loved one who's sick, you have to take time out for yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, who is going to take care of them when you're sick? Because if you're constantly with them and not taking time out for yourself, your stress levels are going to go up. And when your stress levels go up, your immune system comes down. Right now, we don't need low immune systems. We need good, healthy, strong immune systems. So you need to be taking care of yourself so that, sorry, I was out in windy conditions and forgot to take my allergy meds. So the voice is going to be a little croaky. So if you're not taking care of yourself, when you get sick, who's going to take care of your loved ones? Be it your children, be it your elderly relative, be it your spouse, whoever it is that you're taking care of. And this even goes for professional caregivers. I know that they are working their butts off in the hospital there. And I have a huge respect and a huge thank you to all the medical staff, all the essential personnel that are out there every day doing what they do so that we can maintain an essential service. So, to the medical teams, the first responders, you guys just rock. Those that are having to open stores for like this in the supermarkets and stuff, where you're exposing yourself to other people with potentially catching the virus as well. Whoever's putting themselves in harm's way because of this virus and everything else, thank you for what you do. Make sure that you are getting time to take care of yourselves, that you are getting that downtime, that restful time, you're getting good sleep. Please make sure you're doing that, because I know in stressful situations, immune systems can get compromised, and we don't want you guys doing that. And you guys are my heroes, so please stay safe. And even if you're in the same household, you've got an elderly parent in your household, you've got children in your household, you've got a loved one who's sick. Make sure you take time to decompress, to relax, maybe go take a bath, and put a notice on the door that says, unless a life-threatening situation, do not disturb, or call 911. Put a notice like that on the door if you wanted some peace and quiet. um, just yeah. So even just sitting down, watching a favorite comedy, a favorite movie, taking time out to sit down and read a book, relax. Best time to make the kids go take a nap. They've been running around running your racket. Okay, it's quiet time. Everybody to their rooms, everybody to their own spaces. We're having quiet time. And while they're having quiet time, you take your quiet time too. Self-care is super, super important. And from somebody from first experience, I know how important it is. There were times I was getting run down, getting ragged. And when I realized, and it took me literally dragging myself out of bed in the morning, and I'm a morning person. So when I am dragging myself out of bed in the morning, I know that I haven't been taking care of myself. And I got it drilled into me severely and lovingly by fellow caregivers. They would see me at our caregiver meetings and say, like, you're not taking care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. And so there'll be times where I would just say to Brad, you're on your own for the next hour. I'm going off. And I would get in the car and go for a drive. I would, one of my absolute favorite places to go is the bookstore, Barnes and Noble. Love Barnes and Noble, love used bookstores. And I would go and hang out in one of those for like 30 minutes and then go back home again. It was enough just to help me decompress, and just something about the smell of books, the feel of the books, just browsing the books. Yes, I did take a couple home with me. It's very rare for me to go into a bookstore and not walk out with a book. Very, very rare. At least one. Sometimes a magazine as well. But self-care, super, super important. So please, please, please find, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes in your day, just here and there, find those times to help yourself decompress. If you've got kids, make them go have quiet time if they're too old to take naps. Say, right, this is quiet time. In fact, when we get to our fun activity, you can have them go do that individually while you go take a nap. Excuse me. Okay, business challenge. So stay tuned because we've got the fun challenge coming up. The business side, we're doing processes again today. So yesterday we talked about looking at your processes. Are there any areas where a process needs to be tweaked a little bit so that things aren't falling through the cracks? Do we need to get processes in place? Do we have processes in place? So this week in business, we're going to be concentrating on processes, because it's not something you can do in a day. It's something that's going to take time. So you've got to look at something like, for example, how do you onboard a new client? She's seen a dog outside. That's why she's whining. Either that, or it's a turtle or a squirrel. Something's outside there that she's interested in. But when you're doing your business processes, look at different things. An order comes in. What is the process to complete that order? Where are there possible potential places that system could break down? Is there a process we need to put in place in that area in order to help that be more of a smooth operation? When a client walks through the door of your bricks and sticks, how are they greeted? What's the process for helping them find what they're looking for? What's the process for that? When it comes time to check out, what's the process for their checkout procedures? So that nothing falls through the cracks, that they get everything that they need, they get the good customer service that they need. If you're in a home-based business, what is your process? When a client calls you, when you get a new client via phone call, what is the process for putting them into your system and moving them through the sales process? If you deal with if you get a new client inquiry over email, what is your process for dealing with that client via email? Every touch point you have with a client should have a process. Anything you do in your business should have a process from start to finish. It makes the business run a lot smoother, and there's less breakdowns in the business. There's less stuff falling through cracks. I had a huge breakdown in my business with follow-up procedures because I didn't have a process in place on how to follow up with a client. I would just say, here's your quote. Let me know what you think. And I would leave it at that. I wouldn't follow up with them. Then I put a process in place that said, okay, this is what I now tell the client that, okay, within 48 hours, you are going to receive an email from me, and there will be two, maybe three quotes. Please have a look over those. 48 hours after you receive that email, I am going to call you if I don't hear from you beforehand. So you're telling them what you're going to be doing. And I say, I'm putting it in my calendar now to follow up with you. And when I send you the email, I will remind you in the email what date and time I'm going to follow up with you. If that date and time doesn't work, please get back to me as soon as possible. And so then they know what to expect. And then in the email I put, as per our discussion, I'm going to be following up with you 48 hours later, so I'll be calling you at this date and time. If this time does not work, please let me know so we can arrange another date and time for us to get to connect and go over this quote if I don't hear from you beforehand. And it's just a follow-up system. And then if they don't call, or if I don't get hold of them, what's my process? If I get hold of them, what's my process? So it's having those steps in place that now it strengthens your business, makes it run more smoothly, and it also allows room for expansion as well, because when you have the processes in place, it is a good, when you've got processes in place, you can now expand your business. You can't expand your business if you don't have processes, because breakdowns are going to occur, and when the breakdowns occur, it can harm your business. So by having the processes in place, it can actually help you increase your business, thereby expanding your business. And as your business expands, you can tweak processes in order to do that. So processes, very important. We're doing them again today for business. Fun activity. Oh, this is going to be fun. So this is, if you are doing self-care today and you need quiet time with the kids, this is a project to give the kids. Give them pencils and paper and tell them to go be creative. And when they go, what does that mean? You can say, you can either write a story, you can draw a picture, you can create a game, you can make a paper plane, you can do origami with a piece of paper, whatever it is that involves a pencil and a piece of paper that they can come up with, and tell them that they're going to be in that room, they're going to go off on their own by themselves for 30 minutes. Now you've got 30 minutes of self-care time, and work on their projects. At the end of that 30 minutes, they all come back out and present their different projects that they've done. And just get them to be creative. It could, something simple as drawing a picture, writing a story, writing a journal entry, designing a game, designing a building, and just or origami and things like that. So there's lots of uses that you can do with a pencil and paper. What things can your kids come up with during 30 minutes? And tell them they've got 30 minutes, so they've got plenty of time to think about it and design whatever it is they're going to design, and then they come back and show you what they've done. So if you're by yourself, then that could be part of your self-care today, is go have fun, be creative with a piece of paper and a pencil. If you are a couple, separate. One in that room, one in the other room, and see what you come up with. So use it as a self-care time as well. So combine the two. Have some fun with it. Design something together if you want to do it together. But make sure you take time out for yourself, just by yourself. And if you have fur friends, wait till they're napping. And if they're cats, they basically take care of themselves anyway. And if they're dogs, yes, well, she naps. That's my self-care time. And there's times I turn around and say, right, time for a nap. And I will actually go lay down on the bed, and she will come in and she'll snuggle up with me, and we'll have a nap for have a 30-minute power nap or an hour nap. I'll lay there and read for a little bit, and then I'll have my nap. That's another form of self-care too, nap time. Nap time, very important, good for energy. So that's your challenges for today. So for mindset, you've got self-care. Business, we're working on those processes again. And for fun, being creative with a pencil and a piece of paper. So go have fun. You don't have to limit it to one pencil and one piece of paper. It's just pencil and paper. So you might want a couple of sheets, 3 sheets, maybe some colored pencils. Who knows? Maybe you want to design your future paper plane and you got to decorate it. Yeah, that's a cool thing to do. Anyway, so remember, mindset is self-care. Business is, again, on processes. We're going to be doing processes all week this week with the businesses. And fun is pencil and paper creativity. So go be creative with pencil and paper. And see what you come up with. And if you want to, you may post your creations in the comments below. If you don't want to put them public, feel free to private message me. I would love to see what you come up with. And hope you all have a super fantastic sparkling day. And thank you, Kathy, for typing it as I was saying it. Have a super fantastic sparkling day, Helen. Thank you very much, Kathy. You too. And thank you all for watching. Hope you all have an awesome day. And we will catch you guys this evening and see how you did with your challenges, and let you know what fun stuff we got up to today. It's going to be a good day today. Until tonight, hei konera.